Oh my God. Mwah. Enchante, baby. Enchante. Welcome. Oh my God. Welcome to the 500 special, everybody. Everybody. Oh, welcome. Welcome. As usual. Enchante. Welcome to the Trent channel. Welcome to the Trent Fabulous 500 special. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present Le Sherry. Le Sherry, everyone. There she is.
Hi. I have to say something. Trent has no idea what I'm going to say. So I have to say this. What was it? Let's see. I know. Oh, this is the very first time I have ever been in this Gladiator. I can't believe it. But let me guarantee all of you out in TV, I don't know if this is TV land or not, but I want to guarantee all of you there have been 72 women.
Oh, God.
So, that being said, I guess I will let the Trent take over. Go.
You have never been in here, have you?
No, never have. I don't know if it's that you think I don't belong in here, or I'm a swine.
I love you. I love you.
And I love you.
Thank you. I'm so glad that you did this. First of all, I want to say welcome, everybody. Welcome. I have to say something. I want to address something. It was a lot of work, as you guys know. It was a lot of work to get La Chérie to do this, right, for the 500 special. I have to say something. La Chérie did not want to do. La Chérie did not.
What the hell?
I've just.
Is there a problem?
La Chérie did not want to do the video. La Chérie had a little incident happen, and I totally understand, and I was so scared about it because I'm going to address the elephant in the room. Sherry knocked her cap off of her front tooth, and
it's beyond cap.
Was it a veneer?
No, it's Trent. The whole tooth is gone.
Well,
there's no stub or anything.
Oh, yikes! Well, you broke the cap off, and you haven't been able to see a dentist. And when this happened just recently, and I thought, oh my God, she's not going to do the 500 special. But I want to thank you for doing this, even under the dental situation that you had, because I knew that you were going to say no, but you knew how much this meant to me.
Yeah, well, you knew that unless there was money involved, I wouldn't be doing it.
I did know that, and I thank you for that.
Okay.
You're a wonderful mother, and I really thank you for that. Why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself before we get into. First of all, this isn't going to be just like a food review. We did La Chérie. Do you mind if I call you La Chérie? Can I call you that?
Yeah, I like to be called Sherry Baby, but you can call me La Chérie.
Now I've told people on the channel that you like to be called Sherry Baby. Why don't you tell it? Why do you like that? Why do you like to be called Sherry Baby?
Because I loved the Four Seasons, and their first real big hit was, oh my God, can you believe that? What was it?
Sherry.
Sherry Baby.
Sherry
Yeah,
Baby.
that was it. See, I'm getting all mixed up. Sherry Baby, and that was approximately 68 years ago or whatever.
And what is another one of their hits?
Dawn.
Yeah, and that happens to be your middle name.
Yeah.
Sherry Dawn.
Yeah.
Yeah. You love the Four. I love Frankie Valli.
I do too, and still he's still rocking
and
rolling.
He still. I don't understand. He still sounds great. He still does that facade. the
Falsetto.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're not doing like the real traditional like food review today. You know, I've done a video like on my favorite fast food breakfast, which is Egg McMuffin, and you love Egg McMuffins.
Yeah.
So that's what we got. We got some Egg McMuffins, we got some hash brown, and we got some Diet Coke. So because it's the more
Shoot for the moon, Diet Coke. That's what we're real hard ass drinkers.
Crazy. All right. Guess what I'm going to let you do? We got a lot. So this is, so the food reviews that we do here, we don't edit like any of these, right? These are just straight up raw. Like some of the food review channels out there, if you watch them, they're really edited. They're really like, you can tell that they really put a lot of graphics and all of that into their videos, and they stop them and they start them and they go back and they edit their words and they retract and all that stuff. We don't do that here. This is straight up raw. This is virtually live on here. So
Yeah.
we got a bunch of questions that the viewers put out there and asked, because I mean that's life, baby. These guys are awesome, right? And
Do you know any of them?
yeah, and they're like family on this channel, and they have been. Why are you laughing at me like
I'm
that?
not laughing.
Why are you laughing at me?
I'm not laughing.
And
Family.
well, they
you've got
are.
a big family.
You get on these things, and these people, they say the most wonderful things on here, and they have been so supportive on here, and they're just, I can't tell you how much, I really can't. They are like that, and they're like friends on here.
And I think that's wonderful.
It's beautiful, and they really, this has been such an incredible experience on here. You know, I wanted to get food reviews because you go on these, and I like watching them. And you get on here, and so many of these guys on these channels, you watch their videos, and they just kind of go through the motions. They don't talk to the people that are their subscribers. They don't connect with them. They don't say anything to them. They just go through it. They eat the food, or they do, and they're kind of boring. And when I started watching that, I was like, how come you don't connect with your audience? How come you don't ask any of the people on there what's going on in their world or their life or anything? And they don't do it. It's all this. You know, so I don't want to be that guy. So that's kind of one of the reasons that I started doing this, was to be able to do that. And so they have a bunch of questions that they wanted to ask you, because I talk about you in these videos.
Oh, well, I wouldn't know, because you had requested that I don't ever watch any of them. And, you know, I never was sure about that. And what is the reason? Do you even know?
No,
It's too far out for me.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I will honor your request.
Yeah. This is all right. Listen, all right. We got the Egg McMuffins here. Guess what you get to do?
What?
You get to use the special Latron.
Latron.
You get to use the Trent. Here it goes, guys. Look what I'm bringing out, baby.
Oh,
Jestful Le Sherry, a.k.a. Sherry Baby, the food tray for you.
Did someone use it?
Well, it's been used in just about every video. You know what? I don't think the food tray is going to work. Oh, I don't think the food tray is going to work for you.
Because of my sitting here?
No, just because it's the steering wheel food tray. I think that...
I wondered where that towel went.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Here we go with that. Napkin for Le Sherry. Okay, give me that. There you go. Egg McMuffin.
Thank you.
Hash brown. All right, let's get the food stuff out of the way here. Got a receipt here, don't I? Hold on, move over. Oh, of course, the receipt. All right, guys, so we got Egg McMuffin. We got hash brown, Diet Cokes. 2 Egg McMuffins, 2 hash browns, and 2 Diet Cokes. It came to $14.15. We got 1 hash brown, $1 each. 2 Egg McMuffins came to $7.98, and 2 Diet Cokes came to $2.98. So we got these. And I will bring out mine, and we will start Eating. Now hold on, you gotta do something for me, my love.
Yeah.
You gotta do something for me. Now I want you to take the first bite of that. And I want you, hold on. I want you to look directly into the camera, very seductively. Look into the camera
Hey,
seductively.
that's as seductive as it gets, Betty.
Hold on. I want you to look into the camera, right? And I want you to look in. Can you lightly arch one eyebrow like this?
No, I can't do that.
Can you look into the camera and say, let's indulge? Like that with that voice. Can you look at me. Let's do a rehearsal. Say this to me. Let's indulge. Like that.
Let's indulge. Good God.
Look, now before you take a bite, let's indulge. To them,
Oh.
not me.
Let's indulge.
Oh, nice.
See, okay, now do we indulge?
Yeah.
Very good.
All right. Now we'll try with mine. Egg McMuffin, guys, right here. Just normal egg McMuffin. One of my favorites. One of my all-time favorite
Yeah.
breakfast sandwiches here. Just the normal Canadian bacon, cheese. Nothing special. Nothing to write home about. I love it. But cheers.
Cheers.
Let's indulge.
Yeah.
Got a new white shirt on, guys. This is from that same place that I go, non-sponsored. Tailor shop. You put your size in. They custom make it to your frame. I don't know about them though. I put in, when I was a little heavier, you know, I put in 155. I'm now 145, a little lighter than that. It's still like ridiculously tight. Whatever.
I was born at 145 poundage. Do you eat the whole thing when you do this?
Yeah. Sure. You know I don't. How is yours?
You know it's good. It's
Yeah.
always good. Hot, cold, or
Cold.
indifferent.
Oh God, that sounds awful. Cold? No. Mm-mm. Can't do it cold.
When do we get to the questions?
Okay. Cold eggs sound awful. I mean, hard-boiled eggs cold are okay. But the rest of that sounds terrible. These are really good. They just consistently, Egg McMuffin is just consistently very good. It's
It
just
really is.
consistently like a really, really good sandwich. Really good. It's my favorite breakfast sandwich. You know, they come out with the sausage and all the other things, but it's just not, I mean, sometimes just basic and plain is really good. As far as breakfast sandwiches go, it's my favorite. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
what do you give it? Let's give a rating on this, on the breakfast sandwich. On a scale of 1 to 10. Now, I always, the ratio of what I give for a 10, don't get mad at me, because I know that you don't like conceit and stuff, but I always usually do this. This is a 10, right? I know you hate that stuff. I know you hate it. I know. So I say this is a 10, 1 being the lowest likelihood that I would ever order it again. What do you give this? 1 to 10.
I did it.
No, what do you give the sandwich on
Oh,
the
a
scale?
10.
You give the sandwich a 10? As far as breakfast sandwiches go, I give it I give it a 10 as well. I do.
I don't know any that's better.
Now, Bobby, your brother, my uncle, he loves the McGriddle.
Yeah, I pretty much hate that.
I don't like maple syrup. What do you mean?
I don't know if I'm supposed to say
You
that.
can say what you don't like. I mean, this is a food review channel. You can say what you don't like. If you hate it, you hate it. So, okay. You want to have a little drink? Okay. You want to get to some questions? Do you feel like
Yeah.
some questions? So we got a lot of people who ask. Okay. Let me put mine away. Did you have your hash brown?
Not all of it.
Did you eat a little bit? I'm going to taste my hash brown here a little bit.
See, I think those are good. Too.
Yeah, they are. How do you rate your hash brown, 1 to 10?
9.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 500 special. I want to thank all of you again for making this happen. It has been fantastic getting here. If you haven't, I want to say this right now and also at the end. If you haven't, always forget to mention this. Please like and subscribe. I really want to make this channel. I really do. I want to make this channel full time for me. I really do. I want to be with you guys every day doing this because it means everything. Please, if you haven't, I know you guys watch my videos. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so that you get all of these videos just as soon as I put them out. So thank you. So, all right, let's get the 500 special. Thank you guys for all the questions. Some of these you didn't get back to me if I could use your name. So on the ones that didn't get back to me, if I could use your name or not, I'm just gonna leave it out. I'm just gonna leave your name out because I take it when you didn't say if I could or if you couldn't, that meant no. So we will just not do that. So we're gonna start out in no particular order. Actually, most of these are in the order that they came, that they put them out. So, and how they came on, like either email, because a couple of these are on the email, and a couple of them are just right off the last video that I did. So let's start with the most question, and this is for you, Mama. All right, the number one question that people, make sure this mic is working here. The number one question that people want to know, and it's for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Number one, why did you not let Trent have fast food as a child?
Oh, starting out with a serious.
Now keep in mind, Sherry Baby has not had any of these questions. So these are just whatever the answer is. Why did you not let Trent have fast food as a child?
Being a slight tubbo, I didn't want to have that carry on through to you. I think that fast food, boy, I don't know if I should be saying this or not, but I think fast food is a real big contributor to obesity. And I didn't want that to happen to you. And you know what, buddy? It worked. Look at you. Look at that complexion. Look at that hair. Look at that svelte, thin body. Something worked. And I like to think that it's my keeping you away from fast food that at least contributed to it. Jeez.
Okay.
Jeez.
Well, and I think that today, you know, at my age, not having a lot of fast food, I think that I also don't. I mean, this is also a new thing that I'm kind of exploring here recently. But it also wasn't like I was like, you know, Carrie or something where I was locked in a closet. You know, it just wasn't made available for me as a kid. But it was never like, you're not going to go to McDonald's or anything like that. I wasn't like jailed over it or anything. It's just, it was made very apparent that there were other options out there for me, and I just never really had a penchant for it. Never really had a desire for it.
I'm going to tell you something that I don't know if you remember or not. Am I supposed to do this, Trent? Am I supposed to save memories or anything?
Yeah. Well, yeah,
okay.
That's what this is.
Well, okay. I can remember when you were like 2.5 or 3. I would cook liver. I would cook green beans and chase you around the house wanting you to take just a bite.
Mm-hmm.
Just a bite. I said, you love liver.
I do like liver.
And
One of
you-
the few meats that I do like. Yeah.
And you like green beans. Isn't that something, how that
Yeah.
jogged a memory in my mind? Okay.
Yeah. But isn't it also crazy that I am not a huge meat eater, am
No,
I?
you aren't.
I'm not. I am not. Never really have been, have I?
Uh-uh.
Been
No.
kind of a difficult eater, haven't I?
Yes, and it's been very hard to find something. So I was thrilled with the liver thing.
Yeah. It's weird that I am kind of a difficult eater and I chose to do a food review.
Yeah.
And like what I'm doing, you know?
Oh,
which is
I know
wild.
it.
Love what I'm doing, actually.
You know, we're still on one question,
Okay.
Trent.
Honey Duck Plore wrote, what was your relationship like with the Trent growing up, and what is it like now?
That's a question.
Yeah, what was your relationship like with the Trent growing up, and what is it like now?
I probably have never loved anything like I loved Trent from the time he was born. Which, incidentally, I want to say, you know, any woman that says childbirth is a piece of cake, boy, it's hard for me to relate to. But I'm going to say, when he came down the chute, and I looked at that face, and I looked at those brown eyes, and I looked at him, and I thought, I love you. And he looked at me and said, how's my hair? Oh, that might be a slight exaggeration.
Oh my God. Holding a bottle of Moroccan oil.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Moroccan oil.
Oh man. Oh mama, come here. Mwah. I love Sherry, baby, so much. All right, Marsha Blue. Marsha Blue has a very stylish haircut. Very classy looking lady, by the way, on the channel. Very gray, very sexy gray haircut. So Marsha Blue wanted to know, Marsha Blue, did you get Trent hooked on Tab? Tab soda. Tab. Did you get me hooked on Tab?
No, we had Tab.
Yeah. Where did I get this love of Tab? Was it Cheryl Tiggs? Looking at Cheryl Tiggs.
Maybe.
You remember when we saw her at Disneyland?
Yes.
What was that about? That had to be her grandkid, wasn't it? When she was riding around Alice in Wonderland? No, because she's your age now.
Yeah.
And so,
well, it could have been her grandkid. Yeah.
well, she's in her late 50s at that point.
Yeah, I don't know.
She's probably, yeah. Well, that could have been her kid. Well, the kid was like 2, though. No, I don't know. Could that have been her kid? No.
No, it wasn't her kid. Not at 50.
She was smoking hot, though, wasn't she? Yikes.
Beautiful.
Yeah, wow. What was Trent like as a teenager?
You know, to say that he was a typical teenager is probably not true. Trent has always liked to be alone time.
Yeah.
He would, even when he was 2-3 years old, he would get on this rocking horse.
Mm-hmm.
And we had gotten him a little record player, and he would play. He liked country music, and
I did.
I know.
Yeah.
And he would play that and rock until he fell asleep on it, and I would pick him up and.
But Mama, they're talking about as a teenager though.
Oh yeah.
Because, the
well,
biggest,
I am too.
the little boy thing though, the music was always Elton John at the start. At the start as a little boy.
Crocodile Rock.
Was Elton John.
That's true.
And then Cal Smith,
Yes.
country music, and Merle Haggard and Sonny West, not Sonny West, but Sonny James.
Sonny James.
Yeah. Yeah, always loved country music very much. But teenager, they want to know what I was like as a teenager.
So, he really was not difficult. I'm sure he did an incredible amount of womanizing and of not telling what he was actually doing. I don't know that, but I'm guessing that he and his cohorts.
I worked as a teenager, I worked in a tanning salon, and a lot of,
Yeah,
met a lot of girls there at the old tanning salon.
yeah.
And that question was also from Marcia. What was Trent like as a teenager? Yeah. Do you think I was a wild teenager?
I don't. But then I don't know, Trent. How many?
I was a wild 20-year, mid 20-year. That's when things just went kind of crazy for me. But as a teenager, I was kind of together. It seemed like.
Yeah, you were. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of was. I was. I had. Yeah. Well, we'll get. She has another question. Marcia has.
Oh, good grief.
Question. Well, Marcia's a great. Yeah, she's great. She has a question for me. Who influenced your style and charisma? Yeah. So when I was in junior, I went through kind of a weird period for a while, and in particular in junior high, primarily like my 8th grade year. That was kind of a difficult time for me. I think if ever, somebody has a time when they're trying to figure themselves out, like in their head, people have midlife crises, or they have a period where they're like trying to figure out what's going on. I think it was for me, my 7th and 8th grade. If ever there was kind of like a weird period for Trent where like he was like, it was that period. I have always been kind of like influenced by things, primarily influenced by celebrity. I love that. And I was
Still are.
And I still am. I was very, very, very influenced by Miami Vice. And those that know me, Tony Poe, friends like that, they know how I really like that. And I would literally, Sherry Baby would take me to stores like Oak Tree and Omo Giovanni's downtown Portland, and would buy me literally like clothing like Don Johnson would wear. This was high-end stuff. And I'd wear this stuff to school. And for a while it was like, what in the hell is going on with this guy, Because I'd go to school wearing like, and we're in Oregon where it rains. No socks, white loafers, Marcia Blue.
Pink
suits,
blue.
Linen pink suits, white pink suits with blue t-shirts on. Trying to be like, and I remember I'd cut my hair when Don Johnson cut his hair in a spike. I cut my hair in a spike. When he grew it out long, I grew mine out long. We're trying to do that, So, but I think Elvis has always been just a huge influence on me from day one. Elvis.
Relatives would come up to the house to see you imitate him, and how you would knock your knees together.
Yeah.
You were just a little fella, and they would love it and give you money.
Oh, they would. When we're talking like 3, I would do the Elvis. Go in, wet my hair, slick it back. Even then, come out, do the shaky leg, and do the Elvis stuff. And so, yeah. Also, George Hamilton, I have absolutely loved George Hamilton, and Warren, you're hot, aren't you?
It's hotter than hell
Okay, well,
in here.
let me, hold on just a second, guys. I'm going to roll the window down for Sherry Baby. Hopefully it doesn't get too loud here, though.
Oh, yeah.
And this guy's got to have his music. This jackass has to have his music on. This guy does not look like he should be listening to that kind of music either. Smoking reefer right there, baby. So George Hamilton has always been just like a huge influence in my life. I've loved that movie star aspect that he had. Always dressed, always went out with the most beautiful women at the time. Liz Taylor and Joan Collins, and just numerous women. And I love that. Warren Beatty is another one. Warren Beatty is somebody that I love his acting. I love another guy that just very striking, just fantastic. So Warren Beatty's been another one that's influenced me. But for the most part, it's always been Elvis. Elvis has been like probably the biggest influence for me. But I've always tried to like imitate like celebrities, like in the sense like how they deliver themselves and handle themselves. And I think that George Hamilton has always been his style and mannerism and the way that he treats women and the gentleman factor that he does. I've always enjoyed that very much in his comedy, you know. But this one this one over here from the get-go has always taught me how to be a gentleman to women and how to treat women, and I thank you for that. You always have. I'm sometimes a real, and excuse the language, I've been a real son of a bitch sometimes as a boyfriend. Not the best boyfriend. And she's called me out on that a lot of times. So, yeah. But, you know. All right. So Cocoa Puffer, this is the actual username, Cocoa Puffer. I kind of dig it. Cocoa Puffer 5667. Do you think Trent would have had? I'm going to get you mad with this because you were disgusted with this story. Do you think Trent would have had a chance with the nurse, and would you have supported him going out with her? And Cocoa Puffer thinks that I would have had a 100% chance with the nurse. And would you have supported it? And that nurse situation was the one where I thought I was having a stroke. And she told me I looked like Johnny Depp and I smelled good, and I regret not asking her out.
You do regret it?
Well, under the circumstances, I mean, that would have been ridiculous. My friend Walter on here thinks I should have asked her out. What do you think?
Oh my gosh. Is that really the appropriate venue? But more than that, you know, I can understand you wanting to ask her out. I can't understand that she would conceivably accept a stroke victim coming in there, a potential stroke victim coming in there and wanting to go out with him.
That's exactly why I of course, I'm a dunce most of the time, but I had enough cognitive skill set to realize that probably this lady, you know, being nice, you know, being cool, trying, you know.
How do you know she was nice?
Well, that's...
I mean, you knew her for 10 minutes.
I think it's nice to tell somebody that they smell good, that they smell really nice, you know. Yeah. Don't you? I think it's nice to tell somebody.
I think it's odd that a nurse would say, oh, hi, your blood pressure is 700 over 40, but you smell good.
Yeah, the whole thing was kind of a bit up in the air. The whole thing was a little bit odd. I was contemplating, and then I thought, I was contemplating about calling up or sending a message to Dr. Shenson.
And telling him that? Oh my...
No! And say, hey, Dr. Shenson, can you look at my case history and find out who the nurse was and put in a good...
Oh my gosh.
And put in a good word for me. And I'm just imagining, of course I won't do that. And I'm just imagining Dr. Shenson like looking at that and going, yeah, I'm in internal medicine. I went to school for like ever just to be matchmaker for you. You know that poor guy is like, you know, Trent's, because, you know, he looks at staff and goes like, I've been seeing Trent for like 20 years. How do we ditch this SOB?
Oh,
don't you love him?
You know,
is he not the greatest doctor of all time?
He really is. No, how would I know? I haven't been to...
I absolutely love him. He is so cool. Yeah. Now ask the question you want to ask. Is he still...
Are his eyes still blue?
She asks. Dr. Shenson is my doctor, and he's just the coolest dude. Comes up with the best food recommendations. She asks every time, are his eyes still just as crystal blue? Dr. Shenson's a very handsome man, all right? There you go, right? And she's asked every time, is he still handsome? Yes. Are his eyes still as blue as if they are going to turn like Trent Tidwell Brown overnight or something? You know?
They might. You don't know.
They're gonna turn. Watch out there, Jerry Lewis.
Let's get on.
All right, sorry. All right. Tell us a fun story about the two of you. Okay.
Me tell it?
A
fun story.
I know the funnest story.
I know. When we were at Disneyland.
Oh my God, it's at the Space Mountain story. It's the best story of all time.
You don't think the one going to the bar?
That's the Space Mountain story.
Yeah.
And the ex-girlfriend got so mad over...
You tell it.
See, people want to hear from you, Mama.
Okay. We were staying near this bar at Disneyland.
We were staying... Were we at the Disney... That time, we were not at California Adventure or whatever that building.
We were at
Disneyland Hotel.
Yeah.
That time, okay. And you had already started. And I was getting ready, but you had already started drinking at...
I happened to go into the bar. It was 8 a.m.
Yeah.
And I happened to go into the bar, and
this was at the Safari... Rainforest Cafe, and they had opened up... I'm going to stop talking, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry.
And I went in there and said, I'll have a martini, and the guy said, have you ever had an oatmeal martini? I said, oh no. Did that happen? Was that the place that happened?
Yeah.
And so he got me a oatmeal.
Well, he bought it for you.
Well, he bought it for me. I will say that is arguably one of the most vile things I had ever had to drink, because I had to drink the whole thing. It was not good. So I had another one, not oatmeal. Trent came in there between and betwixt some of this time, and he had a couple, and so I joined him.
Well, she was hammered when I got there.
Yeah, okay.
She had...
Boy, that's such an example for your mother. That shoot for the moon, Sherry, it doesn't get any better than a drunk. Now you finish the story.
No, so I got in there, and I don't know how many she had before me, but a lot. And so I started, we had where you could go in passes early to Disneyland. And so I started drinking the vodka martinis, and I don't know how many that I had. I'm going to say 6. And I had told my mom that, I had told Sherry baby here we were going to ride Space Mountain. Well, Sherry doesn't like those kinds of rides. But I told her that Space Mountain was going to be absolutely fantastic, because they slowed it down from when I was a little boy back in the 70s, when it was like jolting fast, right, and it was rad. They've slowed it down. It's still fun, but it's not crazy. Well, we were so hammered at the end of this. I don't know how we even got into the park.
I know it.
Was there a wheelchair at this point involved?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think there was.
Yeah.
Wasn't there? So I had to get a wheelchair for her. I don't know how I pushed you in the wheelchair.
I'm not sure that you did.
How did we even get to space? I did push you. I think
Yeah.
So I put her got a wheelchair from, because this was dreadful, Put you in the wheelchair. We got you to space.
It doesn't matter how we got there. The fact is we got there.
Space Mountain. We got at the front of Space Mountain, and we're riding to Space Mountain, and it's like ground control and Major Tom on this ride. Lights are flashing, and the greatest part of it is, there's like families on the ride behind us, and we get out of Space Mountain, and where you go up to the photo thing, there is a picture of Sherry. She's at the front of the spaceship or whatever it is. There are families in the remainder of the car, or the where you sit behind her, the photo that they give you to look at. Sherry is literally like this. There are the two of us, and here's Sherry in the photo. Somebody had to buy those pictures, and there are these families all happy in Space Mountain, and Sherry just drunk off her tail end, just mouth open, saliva, and then here I am just.
Oh yeah, that was real fun. That's about the most fun I've ever had.
And then the lunatic girlfriend was like, "Who gets drunk at 9 a.m. like you drunks or whatever?" She just infuriated, and you're like,
And here I am, the example.
apparently we do. So then because we're just like out of control, we get on.
Trent, we have to.
We get on the train, right? She puts us
God.
on the train, and that goes all the way around Disneyland, right? And we ride around Disneyland 17 times.
Are we done with the questions?
17 times we ride around the park at Disneyland.
See, it's rather embarrassing, Trent, at my
They
age
kicked
to
us
tell
off
these stuff.
and threw us out of the park. That was one of the best times, to be thrown out of the park at Disneyland. Oh my
Okay,
God.
are we done with the questions?
No, I'm
Trent,
sorry.
We can't just keep.
All right.
They don't care about.
Okay.
This
Yes,
stuff.
they do. They care. One of the best times. We've had a lot of good times. That was one of the funnest times we ever had at Disneyland, though, wasn't it?
As I recall.
Yeah. All right. How did Sherry tell us when the Trent became the Trent? This is Chris Alien. Tell us how the Trent became the Trent. How did he get his personality? Where did it come from? Just, I mean, that young. Just, do you know when? How have I always been like this? Would you say I've always been like this?
Yeah.
You don't know?
I don't know. I can't remember when you. Where did you get your personality?
Yeah.
How
Have I always been like what people see of me?
Yes.
This kind of. Okay. When did he start growing his hair out? Chris Alien wants to know.
Oh, probably when he was in 7th grade.
I've always had longer hair for
Yes.
the most part. Yeah, I've always had longer hair. I did cut it when I was city commissioner of Oregon City and I ran for office. I did cut it.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. I didn't like having short hair. I also politics. I thought it was going to be for me. It's not for everybody. That's that. I had it short when I was city commissioner for about 5 years, but I've always liked to have it longer. I love pulling it back, and it's just easier. I get out of the shower, I put Moroccan oil in it. I just comb it back. It's just, that's just what I do. Tony Poe wants to know this. This is a legitimate question. I did not make this one up, all right? This is Tony Poe. How was it giving birth to a legend?
I could be real smart alecky.
Please do. Please do.
Say, Gladys Presley isn't around to tell me.
Boy, no shit, baby. No shit on that one. That's the truth. Boy, that's the truth. Are you married?
No.
Neither am I. I'm not married. No children. Do you have any other children other than the Trent?
No.
Not that you're aware of?
Isn't that funny? That's what men say.
So, do you have any kids, Trent? No. Neither does Sherry. No. Giggly771, do you have a girlfriend, Trent? I do not. Jonathan Taylor, did the Trent visit you on Mother's Day, and did he give you anything?
Yes, he did.
Did I visit you on Mother's Day?
Yes.
Where did I take you?
Wichita Pub for breakfast, and I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, we had some memories going there a few years ago, and they hadn't done a buffet in some time. And yeah, well.
Okay, let's just drop it.
Yeah. Did he get you anything?
Yes, he gave me money And he gave me bought me some perfume.
Yeah. And she bought me some, because we always exchange gifts on every holiday. We always give something. You got me some flip-flops that I'm wearing right now. Some really nice white flip-flops that I love. I love these. And and we always get something and we'll probably get something for each other for Memorial Day.
Yeah. Flag Day.
Yeah. What made you do food reviews? Well, I kind of talked about that at the start. I like to do food reviews because I want to connect with people. I wanted to do something new. Hadn't eaten fast food in my life much, and wanted to do that. Saw some people like Penny's 2 Cents that I really liked what she was doing, liked that she connected with her audience, liked that she brought her dad on, and I liked her. So Sharon's the last two questions that I got from people. Sharon wants to know, what is my favorite cologne? My favorite cologne by far right now, my all-time favorite cologne that I ever had was Gucci Envy. And why can't I ever remember? I ask, why can I not? I can't remember the name of it.
Carlisle.
My favorite cologne of all time is Carlisle. Right now, it's my all-time favorite. In fact, the nurse, that's the cologne that I had on with the nurse.
The nurse.
The nurse at Kaiser. Love her. If I ever run into the nurse on the street, I'm going to try to use all the charm on the nurse.
Oh, I'm sure she'll recognize you right off the bat.
She loves Johnny Depp. That's what she said.
We do.
Well, apparently so do you.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, exactamundo. But Sharon also wants to know, what is your favorite restaurant? What's your favorite restaurant? God, that's hard anymore. It is so hard.
I hate saying stuff.
I don't know what my favorite restaurant is anymore. I don't have one anymore.
Not anymore. They've all changed.
They've either closed down, or they've all gone to hell in a handbasket.
Yeah, and I guess I would say, if I had to, it would be Stanford's.
I'm right there with you. I mean, Sailors is not what it used to be. I mean, it's okay.
You shouldn't say names, Trent.
Well, it's a food review channel, you know. I like Bugattis over here. I like Bugattis.
Yeah.
And I'd like to do a food review of them here soon. I don't know if I like Bugattis as much as I like Dee Dee. You know, this waitress, the server there. You don't say waitress, you say server. I like Bugattis. I like Stanford's. God, where else do we go? Where else do I? You know?
Pine Garden.
Yeah, that's a Chinese restaurant here in Oregon City.
Trent, will you tell me when we're almost? Because I want to say something when we're ready to leave.
Okay, but I mean, people have been waiting a long time for this. What are we at here? Oh boy, oh my God, we're at 48 minutes here.
Yeah, see,
we're getting to where people are going to want to tune out on this.
My butt is kind of getting paralyzed.
All right, so listen, guys, I just want to say something before we go out here. I want to thank all you guys. I want to thank you guys. I know 500 subscribers, and the spectrum of all these guys that do food reviews is kind of a drop in the bucket. But hey, you know what? I mean, you guys got me there. You guys helped me get there. I want to thank you guys all for your support. I want to thank you so much for your incredible comments that you have left me, for your friendship, for the words that you have said. I can't tell you, it means so much to me when I look forward so much when I upload these videos, and the things that you say and the interactions that we have. It means everything to me. And when I say that, I'm being sincere with you guys. And I look forward to us growing this channel, and I look forward to all the Wednesdays and Sundays that we spend together. And I want to thank Tony. I want to thank Scott. I want to thank Jordan. I want to thank guys that have been so supportive. Sean, I thank you, buddy. You've been so supportive and working for me when I do these. I love you, man. I love you guys. you guys have been so close to my heart on here. So thank you very much. La Cherie, I want to thank you for coming on here. I know you didn't want to. I know under the circumstances with the cap breaking off and all of that stuff. Thank you for being such a good sport. Thank you, Mother. Thank you for doing this, really. I know you didn't want to do this. But, and also this one here, when she's not doing this, and, you know, she got beautiful hair. You talk about hair on somebody, you should see the head of hair on this lady. And maybe sometime you'll come on here when you're not in the full regalia. And I thank you for doing that. This was my idea, by the way. So, and just be the real Sherry sometime. If you guys want to see the real Sherry, maybe someday we can have her back on. So,
and I want to say this, that for all my jibes and smart, alecky, not bad, remarks about Trent, it's the best thing that ever happened to me. And I can honestly say that. I love him.
oh, Mama. You are,
No, you don't need to respond.
well, I just want to tell you, though. Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
You are truly my best friend. You really are. And I love you with all of my heart. And I would be truly lost without you in my life.
Huh.
And I mean that. And can I do something that I do with every single girl that I take out?
Oh, no. Oh, God,
no. No, it's not that. I do say this, though. Can we kiss this out?
Can we what?
Can we kiss this out?
Kiss it out.
Yeah. I love you. Enchanté. Come here. Mwah. Thank you so much, guys. We will meet you again. I might have a little special something for you tomorrow as well. Maybe a little additional bonus video. Like the great Elvis Presley said, La Cherie, thank you. Thank you for doing this. Like the great Elvis Presley said in 1977, we will meet you again. May God bless you. Adios. Thank you for the 500. I hope you enjoyed the special with La Cherie. I love you. I love you.
And if you didn't, I understand.